Is it fabricated? No, I forgot half and half. Oh my god. What the heck? Oh well. Not to mention then. These are the two most like smallest pieces. Okay, whatever. How do you peel this easily? Oh! Oh! What the heck? Stop breaking. It's a disaster. It's an absolute disaster. Cut! Thank you. I probably should have got a bigger pan, huh? That would have been smart. Oh, I messed up. I'm gonna mess both these up, huh? Like, what did I do wrong here? A lot of things, or what? Not to mention. Raw. Yummy. Making the final table of the $50,000 super high roller that was highlighted in the previous two episodes. It's time to get that and I just pretended like no one was there. Now time to join at the friendliest place to play. We arrived at a lot of repairs with strong aces. With double throttle 50, we get through the initial pre-flop raiser who's holding the best hand face 9. We have Big Daddy Chad for Brad. We fight fire with fire. After seeing a big bet from someone wearing a Bucky's gas station hoodie, we say, I see your bet, but I'm not afraid. Let's play.
The street lights. Whoa, the street lights are on.
I can't even see the. Oh, it is getting darker really quick. Are we gonna see it, or is the clouds gonna block it?
The clouds are gonna block it.
People are cheering. I don't get it.
I don't know. People just cheer for no reason.
Oh no, the clouds. Now we can't even see it.
Little save for another day. Sugar. Sugar.
hear that sound come out of my body. Oh my god, I'm sweating. Oh wait, I forgot to cut it across. Oh, why is it so hard? I'm about to give up. I give up. See, I don't know if you'll taste the spice, but this is the perfect amount of spice for me.
Something tells me I don't want. It's like what an adult house has.
Adult house?
Adult house.
That sounds so... I don't know.
An adult house? What's wrong with saying an adult house?
I don't know.
I mean, there's a college house. I think I know some college.
Ugh, I'm sweating. Oh my god. I can't do this anymore. Get up. Okay, we're good. Oh, no, 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 no. Why are you? Oh my god.
This 60 table room. So videos from there, I'll be playing the live stream a ton, and I'll be in a multi-way pot. Big blind checks. I'm hoping at least one of my opponents has the queen jack or 10.
Oh, that's why it tastes like this. Like, why is it not sweet at all? It doesn't taste sweet at all. But now I'm adding way too much sugar. Like, that's so much sugar. Why does it taste like this? Now it tastes like it needs even more sugar. But like, I added so much sugar already. I don't care anymore. This is good enough.
Conversation I happened to hear him have with the player sitting next to him about a prior hand. In it, he said that your limped in pre-flop only have 1,700 total, and the cutoff has me covered. Hoping that we're still plenty to be gained from what we heard the cutoff say though. Tends to play very scared poker. Wonder if this premium hand is just a mirage, but it's usually done with aces or ace king. I don't even remember risk that my opponent will have a full house. We don't get any of those cards. The river is the king of clubs, giving us top two pair in a large pot. If I'm up against aces, kings.
Oh, you have to connect HDMI. HDMI. Especially as you're doing these gigs more, you will start to get a sensitive ear to sound, and you're gonna like hate yourself when you do, because once you start getting a sensitive ear to sound, everything's gonna start sounding so shitty that's not good. Too fancy. What is it called? Somehow agreed to play tennis today. Two or more. Ooh, because two or more in Spanish means your love. So. Ooh, I like that. Also, I had like the color's gonna come up before the artist. You know what I mean? So that's not a good thing. I
I have to peel these and wash everything. Oh, what the heck? This is on the whole time? Oops. Oh well. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a little more. Oh, I think I added a lot. I added way too much water for sure. But oh well. I added way too much water. There's so much water in this. When I add the veggies, it's gonna be like way too much. I feel like this is still too much. Oh well, I'm gonna add a little bit more. Just a little bit more soy sauce. You know, it's not gonna hurt. We don't need more sugar though. Just a little bit more mirin. Not too much sugar, just a little bit, maybe like a teaspoon. Don't even know if that's a teaspoon, but it's probably more than a teaspoon. Oh well, who cares? I care. I care a little bit, okay? A decent amount of turmeric. Oh, I should cut it. Huh. I'll just cut it later. Oh, it's not even rice cakes. Too long. How much is enough though? 3 more tablespoons. Garlic. No. Oh, I've been eating, I feel like I'm eating so much sugar now. Okay, this needs more sugar, but I'm not adding more sugar. I will appreciate the Thai tea taste without the sugar. No, but this drink is just all sugar, like, oh my god. God damn it. Like, there's no way I need more. There has to be something wrong.
letting almost the entire payout ride to test my skills against the deep sea. We begin play with 200,000 in chips to start, as always. The river is another aid pairing the board. Bet 50,000 for value, even though we've got a kicker that doesn't play. Got lucky to drill trips on the river against us. Crumbs, Vogel saying sheepishly shows Jack 3 of diamonds. He turned his the opponent at first returns his cards to the dealer face down before he's told that he has to show over $1 million in cash. It seems like it's within reach, but before